Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today I'm going to share a double gated fold. That's what I call it. I saw many of them and I came up with a little bit of a twist to it from what I see there. It could be something similar to that or exactly the same, who knows. But you see how it's all like coming like cascade. I try this one here just plain straight, and it was something that I don't know, I didn't like, so then I came ahead and did my own gated thing. And then just before going live I thought I can even add some of this. And then when we open it up. So we're going to do a twist to this at the end. So first, let's get started with just the regular one. Also, I should say before we get started, the main question when we do fun fold or cards that really spread out. Look at that. Is that cool how it's spread out? That would be what I call an easel card or a fireplace card or desk card, because you can display that very lovely. It makes a good conversation starter, put it that way. It fit in a regular A2 card. So with that being said though, I'm not saying you're just going to need a regular stamp for postage. Because of the thickness, please visit your postmaster, your post office, to check on the postage, because in my experience I would say this is going to take a little bit more postage than just a first class stamp, just because of the thickness. Okay, now let's get going. This time we're going to do fall. This was a wash. What is the name of that? It's yeah, a Wash and Beauty, and this time we're going to use Rustic Harvest, so a fall one. Okay, so for the card base, you're going to need a piece of cardstock, and all the cardstock, I like to use all the same color. I was trying with different color and I didn't like the way it looked, just because I wanted the gate to look very uniform. So I would say all the same color in cardstock, it's my pick. Oops. Let's bang everything here. Now for this piece here, this is the main card, okay? The main base of the card measures 9.5 by 4 1/4. You're going to put that 9.5 at the top, and you're going to score at 1, score at 2, 7.5 at 8.5. So this piece is done. Now for the mechanism, then this you're going to need 2. Did I say 2 pieces that measure 3 by 3 3/4? Place the 3 at the top. You're going to score at 1 and score at 2. And again, this was 3 by, ooh, wrong size. Am I glad I checked that out? Let's shrink that out. Okay, it is 3 by 3 3/4. Here, voila. I guess I didn't trim my piece, that's it. Okay, so you're going to need 2 of them, okay? We have a little bit of trimming, but 2 of them. Now, this is it with the score. But at any time, I cannot reinforce that enough. Anytime we have like pop-up card or interactive card, we need to really reinforce the score. But in this case, before we reinforce, we have to do a little bit of chopping to get the cascading done. So on the card base, you're going to put this at 1/2 inch. You're going to cut to the first score, okay? Cut to the first score at 1/2 inch, and at the bottom the same. Can you see in here? At the bottom, you're going to cut to the first score at 1/2 inch. So if you don't go all the way to the, 1/2 inch to 1, you can always use your scissors. Now from this here, you're going to take your scissors and where you stop at the score here, you're going to cut this diagonal to the other score. Voila. So we got a little kind of a little slide there. And now this one, we're going to do the same thing going to the corner. Even if it's not just straight, it's going to work, okay? Voila. So now you get this. Now for the mechanism, we have to do the same thing. So you're going to bring this. So your 3 3/4, it's at the top. We're going to bring this at 1/2 inch, but this time just one part of it. So you're going to go to the 1 inch and stop and do that on both of the pieces. You need 2 of this. I already done 1. And then you're going to go diagonal to the other score. Et voila. Okay, that is it in the cutting bits and pieces. Now, we're going to reinforce all your score. You're going to go in, press that, and I cannot say this enough. You really have to reinforce good. Now, I like to open it up again and then reinforce. Okay, my friend Donna Rebel, in a video that I was watching of hers, she said anytime you score, the best tip is start in the center, go up, then go down, so then it's equally. If you start at the top, go down, it's many times your cards start going to shift just the way you put the pressure on it. I've been doing that without realizing that, and then I tried that, and I'm like, you know what? She's so right with that. So remember that. So when you score, you start in the center of any time, and then just reinforce that after. Now I'm going to go this way. So I go back and forth, okay? That, at any time, I cannot reinforce it enough to say we need to really reinforce those core to make those cards really, the interactive part and the moving and so on, work properly. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing with the other 2. This one, I think I kind of... Oh, I thought I saw hair falling off. Okay. Even if it's not on the right side, we're going to make it on the right side after. So don't sweat over that yet, which we fold in and out, okay? Okay, now we're going to take these pieces here and we're going to put this, it's going to go in. So meaning the score line going to butt in with this. So in, and then it go out this part. So it's going to go this way here. Let me show you. So this is, oh, well, my score need to be this way though. Okay, so the long part go in the back like this. So it's do like a Z. Now the same thing for this one. See the big part with the big part. So this go face in and then like this. Okay. So now we're going to glue that. My best advice when it comes to this card, most of it I'm going to use the tumble glue. The main reason it's because I can maneuver it, move it around before it really bond together. So, and the reason you can remember maybe easy because we want our card to expand out. So you see this going to face out. Maybe you can remember that the easiest way, okay? So now you're going to take this. Oops, not too much there. That's why I get outside clothes. I can wipe right on it. I just came in from a walk. Okay, so now we're going to put this here. I like always to put it flat, so I know it's properly for standing up, right? So now it's all seem right. Just a little bit off there. Here we go. Now again, let's furnish this here. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other one. It looks a lot more complicated it is, especially the first one. Anytime you do a fun fold or interactive card or so on, the first card that you do looks so complicated, and after you do it once, you come and do it a second, you're like, what was the fuss about, right? It's just because you know what to expect and where to put the thing and so on, and it's much easier. So, with that being said, if you like to keep a sample of cards or, you know, different fold, I would say use old cardstock or cheap cardstock or whatever and make yourself your template. So this way you can, this is off here a bit. I'm gonna force it up. So you can make your template with the measurement on it for your pattern. Now, we're gonna have the bits and pieces. So what I'm going to give you, you need two of each, okay? So the layer cardstock here, it's going to be 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. So 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. Your designer series paper, here I'm going to go quick, I'm just going to put my seal. It is for your layer. Oh, I'm sorry, back up the bus. The cardstock, it's 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And again, all measurement going to be on my blog. You get the direct link below. So 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. This, the designer series paper, it's 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. And you just get a tiny little border, okay? Very tiny little border. So the designer series paper, it's the 2 5/8 and 3 5/8. Now, we're going to put, so this is going to fold this way. So now this one, so the second panel here, that's where you're going to put your glue. Or you can put your glue just on one side in the back, but I find it easier if I put my glue right here. Just on this panel here. Now, I'm going to put this right here. Again, I like to put it straight up. And the main reason, well, not the main reason, a great reason, it's then you know it's straight and it's all flush, okay? So it's no guessing. Now we got one. Now we're going to, here, do the second one, the same thing, okay? Now I like to put it straight down, put it straight, and press. See how straight it is? Just because we line it up with your table. The only way it wouldn't be straight if your table looks crooked, right? Okay. Now the next step here, that the designer series paper, it's 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. You need 2 of them. Not the designer series paper, cardstock. 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Now here is your designer series paper that is 2 1/8 by 3 1/8. I want to point out to you the designer series paper. So here was the designer series paper that I picked from this print. Both of them are from the Rustic Harvest. But see this? I got different color pumpkin. So what I done with my pumpkin, I wanted to add more, a little bit of fallish color to it. This one, it's so saffron, light light pumpkin pie, and then this is dark Calypso Coral, and now I got here the light paper pumpkin. Silly me, light. Let me think. Pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie, so why I cannot remember that, right? See, it's just add different colors, so it's very easy to add color to this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mount that. You could always do like white cardstock on those pieces that I had. Don't have to be designer series paper. You can do cardstock and stamp on it. I strongly recommend that you stamp before you assemble it, because if you wait to stamp it after, what's going to happen is you're going to have some bumpy here. Doesn't matter how you're going to put it, right? You would have some bumpy. So I strongly recommend that you put you stamp before. Now the last panel, this is tricky, and the only reason why I say it's tricky, it's because I did it wrong one time. I went this way. See, that's a no-no. Don't go that, you want to go in. So if I wouldn't make the mistake, I wouldn't know. So you see, when you do a mistake, it's not really a mistake, it's a learning process. Because I did one that, I think I've got it here. See, it's all came apart here and so on. Yeah, it was not good. So you want it going in. The card's going to go out, but your element's going in. So now we're going to put the glue over here also. Yeah, for me, making a mistake, you cannot get upset at that. Trust me. It's just that the more mistakes you make, I think the better crafter you get. Just because we learned from those little oops. Here we go. Now for my center, I want to bring out something here. So our grid paper, well, this one, let me get another one. Okay, this is the paper pumpkin, but it's the number. No, I don't want that. Okay, or let me get mine that it's laminated. I use that all the time. So our regular grid paper, they come with the numbers on it, okay? So on this side here, you get the 0. What I done, I place it my cards. I get both sides each on each sides, 2, and it's about 2 5/8 on each side. Then I get my 0. That's how I could line up my yellow to be in the center, because I knew 0 was my center. Now that is these grid paper. I will have it in the shopping list, okay? Or if you got a regular grid paper, just make a mark. I would use a pencil. And let's say you use this one as a mark. So that's going to be your center. So you get 1 and 1 there. And okay, that's 1, 1, 2, 2. So just so you know you're equally, right? And then you can do 3 and 3. So that way you know out proportion your paper that it's in between all that. So right now, here we go. It's right there before the 3. So then I know where my center is of my card. Hope you don't really, let me show you. Here we go. See, I put my number there. Boom. That's how I done that for the easiest way. Now from the same paper, we got this just like a little wavy in the mossy there. I'm going to place this at the bottom. This you can decorate it just the way you want. Less, more, so on. If you like to write a lot, you don't have to decorate it as much, right? Now, I did my pumpkin. That it's from the stamp set Hello Harvest. So the hello, it's from there also. Beautiful greeting for fall in this. You are such a blessing. Wishing you a loveliest day. It's your miss. Okay, so the die cut, it's with that bundle. Now what I'm going to do, it's, well, I'm not using, and I recommend not to use dimensional in the back of the pumpkin that go inside. And you're going to understand the reason why. It's because when you fold your gate, you don't want it that the center of the card that it's raised up, it's going to be very bulky. Now I'm going to put my little doodad in the back there. I'm going to use one more glue dot though, just to keep that in place, because that's the only thing that keep that. And then I'm going to go right in the center here. Okay, usually I never center something like that, but wait when we come and place that in here, see, then it flow together. Usually I would put like the hello on the left and then the paper, the pumpkin on the right, or vice versa. So try to balance that left and right. This time it's all in the center. It's because the way that the gate's going to open. Now I'm going to put that here. And this piece here, it's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I just wanted a tiny, tiny little border. Voila. Is that the coolest thing? I think it's way cute. And see how it all flow together. And then, oh, want to make sure that didn't have glue on the side there. Let me add something sticky there. Let me, if you don't have eraser, a glue eraser, adhesive eraser, I strongly recommend them. We used to sell them, not anymore, but you can get it on office supplies, okay? Okay, now, voila. And then when you stand it up, is that the coolest card? And it fit in a regular envelope. Now, as I mentioned, while I was getting ready for my video, when I closed that, I'm like, I feel it's missing something here. So I want to do hello friend. So I use the decorative label. It's called Label Me Lovely. And I'm going to put that one there, hello, and then friend under. So I'm going to use glue dots. I'm going to use one there, and one in my curve. Now, I'm going to keep this close. This worked perfectly in between those two. That was just, I mean, when I tried that, I was like, you have to be kidding me. So I just put the glue on one side. Cannot be put on both sides, okay? So I got the hello there. Now I'm going to do the friend. The friend going to be on the right, the glue on the right, because this one it's on the left. Now we have to glue on the other side. I'm going to put it there, there, and there. Now this one here, I'm going to keep that right on top of the other one, okay? Under this way, I mean, keep it this way. Oh, see, it should have been this way. Okay, I cannot use that. It would have to be this way, so it matched perfectly fine. I need another one. So, let me fix that quick. You know what? Sometimes stuff happens. I will stamp after. I'm going to find a way to stamp it and not... Okay, so this is at the top. So I just need corner. Yes, center. And corner. Okay, now put this one like this. Align that together. See, it's all aligned on the side there. Top and the bottom. Now close it. Et voila. So now when you close it, it's just going to be hello. And then when you open it up, you get the friend here. So it's just something different, okay? Just a little different twist to it. And here we go. So I will have all measurement for both of the cards. I mean, it's the same measurement, just different color and supplies. Right on my blog, below you get the direct link. And you can shop 24/7. Thanks for watching. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.